Yeah.
Okay. So I've noticed something when in inquiry, when I find something about myself, like mine something out, then I kind of get stuck on it. Like I think because I always want to fix things and work on things. And so when it comes up, actually last week when we were here, I noticed some things.
So when you're, first of all, so we're talking about in inquiry, when you're doing this ego inquiry or killer bee inquiries, yeah, you're doing something and some thought comes or belief.
Yeah, finding a wound that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, that's why I do this, why I'm doing this adaptation. And then I get kind of like really hold on to it. I really hold on to it. Like last week, it was something like, you said something like, you love or respect yourself. And I was like, yeah, except when I'm impulsive, when I talk fast and I'm always in this anxious rushing. And that's my whole thing of the belief. I went, oh, that's the belief of there's not enough room or time for me. Yeah, I really have a thing about that. I noticed I can get teary right now.
You did some inquiry and it came this thing. We did the KI, the reverse inquiry. I love and approve of myself completely.
And then it came up that except when I'm impulsive, when I'm like, and I realized that was part of my, with moving around and having to make new friends all the time and things as a child, that, and all the attachment disruption, that it's like this jump in, this impulsive talk and get in there, because if I think about it, I'll be afraid. So this, and I'm feeling I'm still doing it.
You have some uncovering that this the impulsiveness, what drives this is that there's some sense of fear, and maybe you mentioned something that there's no time for me, or it's not enough time.
Space or time for me, yeah.
Okay.
So.
But your question is that you discovered this, you have some, oh wow.
Yeah.
But your question was that you discovered this and then you are stuck in it or spinning.
Hard.
So what's
just latching onto it, like say
we're how does this latching one look like?
I think because sometimes we'll be kind of meditating and I'll be like, it came back up today, that it's like, oh, don't forget that. I need to work on that. I need to figure that out. Like
okay,
that.
Don't forget about
like,
that thing to work on it. Yeah.
So then I'm like, it's like when I've had marijuana or something, I always feel like my brain, like I can't get it. And then I'm afraid of losing it or something, afraid of losing, making the connection and trying to solve a problem, I guess.
So, okay, you were, let's say you had this insight and there's some, oh yeah, this is an area of exploration. There's a juice there for your deprogramming. And then you went with life, got busy, and then later in meditation, your, I guess, the mind, spiritual mind, the practitioner mind reminds you, hey, remember that one?
Yeah, don't forget. It's important. Yeah.
Okay, which is useful, helpful, right?
Right.
And then, so what's the question?
I guess I feel like, well, part of that I always want to fix things anyway, and that I can't let go of it. Like for instance, when we are going to check in or something, then it's like, oh, what do I want to check in about, right? It's that similar feeling, like I don't want to lose it because I'll forget, and I can't just be here because I'm going to lose it. It takes me out of being present. And then, yeah, like I said, it does. I think I get really excited when there's like a revelation, and then I just really want to be with that. And I can't seem to let go of it. So, I mean, it's not all the time.
And what do you mean by to be with that? So you had, let's say, taking this,
like go further with it.
Go further with that, okay.
To understand and figure out how to not have that happen anymore.
How to not have that happen. You want to not have that, to get rid of that.
Or whatever that adaptation was.
Yeah.
And that uncovering of that wound, like it's still affecting me, affecting my body.
Okay,
That kind of thing.
I understand. Well, what I recommend to do to capitalize more on like previous, so you mind out stuff and something very important connected to your ego structure came up. And you know it's important. So how to capitalize on that? What I do is that I write it down. Hey, I discovered this new thing that there's impulsive, there's fear underneath, there's unbelief, there's not enough time. I'm feeling sad about this. But anyway, it's something juicy. I don't have time to put it. I'll just write it down now. There's not enough time for me. Or just write it down in your special deprogramming journal. And then, because you can often discover a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And then you pick that up. As you get more precise with your deprogramming technology, then I'll bring that up. Okay. So I remember that there was this sense that there's not enough time for me. And so then I will bring this up in a further inquiry and meditate a little bit, and then I go and then I can reverse it. I will just take that, which is there's not enough time for me. It's a limiting belief. It's not quite clear. Okay, so you can also bring it up. Okay, so there's not enough time for me. Have this written. Just watch it and notice whatever there may be some sensation in the body, some feeling. Notice that. Don't try to solve it. Don't try to solve it. Keep investigating. Yeah. And then something comes in, and then okay, there's some sadness. Okay, let the sadness be here. I'm talking about doing this on your own.
Okay.
And then, okay, if this sadness, mind that out. If this sadness were to say something, and wait, the sadness will speak. So, well, so tired of living like this, man. I'm always rushing. Okay, witness this thought. So this way you open it up more. Another way you can do it, you can take that thing and reverse it. Because this, by reversing, it will magnetize more of the program, so you'll see it clearly. So you wrote it down there. It's not enough time for me, I'm rushing. Then I would say this, there's plenty of time. There's always plenty of time. Wait, don't ruminate, then there will be something will come, like, I don't know.
I burst into tears.
Because you want to do something a little bit now, just now, a little bit?
A little bit, yeah, earlier. But I've had my mentor says that to me. There's time, Shelley. And then I just lose it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just answering you the question what to do about when there's things that come up and there's more there. I will write it down and I would bring it up later and continue processing. Yeah, that's.
If you write it down, then you can
write it down because I have a bunch of stuff. I notice this, I notice that, and then I'm busy. So write it down and then get back to it. But with the attitude of, hey, I'm really curious to witness this and to understand this thoroughly. Yeah. Don't go with the attitude, I need to get rid of it, I need to change it as soon as possible, because that it's not clean somehow, But if you investigate thoroughly that thing, you are going to, naturally it's going to dissolve, But we can, I'm just stopping this here.